Let's see. All right. We are recording. So hi, everyone. Thanks to those of you who are here for the presentation by Automatic Sync Technologies. I am Kathy Cahill of Disability and Access Services at MIT, and I'm joined by a few members of my team, Catherine Wall, Jennifer D., Kate Quinn, Chris LaRoche. Just like to welcome you all. So this is another webinar and presentation about some of MIT's preferred captioning providers, both live captionists as well as people that do post-production captioning and transcription. So I'd like to introduce Brent Robertson and Leslie Sands of Automatic Sync Technologies. They're going to tell you about their services and how to engage with them as a customer.
Okay, great. I'm going to jump into a PowerPoint. So I'm going to kill my video here because I'll be looking at the PowerPoint. But I like to keep this as interactive as possible. So if you have questions, please feel free to jump in and ask the question as they come to you. Sound good? All right. Okay, so let's get started. So this is our kind of agenda, what services we offer, how to create yourself a new account, how you could structure your account, how you get content to us. I'm going to dive into our CaptionSync Smart Player and a bit into reporting. Just as a backgrounder, Automatic Sync Technologies was funded in 2003 with a US Department of Education grant on how to make captioning more accessible. And we've been captioning ever since. Over the years, we've added more services. Our core product is post-production captioning. You can either have us do the transcription, and we use professional trained stenographers. We're not using speech recognition. Or you can provide your own text transcript and we'll generate the captions. We can generate those in English, French, or Spanish at all the same cost. We also offer transcription only, whereby we'll just give you back a text file or a Word doc or a PDF. We also offer live captioning. And again, we're offering professional NCRA certified CART services. So we're not using speech recognition here either. Audio description. Audio description, as may or may not be aware, is part of WCAG 2 AA compliance. And it's an easy add-on to our closed captions. And then we also offer translation, DVD transfer, and video encoding. So if you want to do open captions or that sort of thing. So it's a full suite of solutions. Just a kind of preview of your account. You log in and on your dashboard, you have access to those post-production services, live captioning, and audio description. So let's dive into how you go about creating an account. You basically go to automaticsync.com, click login, and under the login in the upper right, you will see sign up. You fill out the form and you will get an account. So from an institution perspective, we have a number of options. So each account needs a primary user. But you can have more than one users, and that rolls up to a billing entity and from which invoices are generated. They can be purchase orders referenced on those invoices or not. They can be pre-purchases where you just use a bunch of prepaid credits or not. And then we have a hierarchical structure whereby billing entities can roll up to larger organizations and have a parent, and there could be a whole hierarchical structure. All
So,
right.
Brett,
Yes.
let's, if I could. Hi, everyone. I'm Leslie. I am your customer success manager. And Kathy, if you can help me understand a little bit how you would like this to be structured. Do you want a hierarchical where it's here's everything for MIT and you go down? How do you need this to be for your records and invoicing, etc.?
So MIT is a very decentralized place, Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
We are divided up into departments, labs, and centers. The labs might be research labs. The departments could be academic departments or administrative.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are centers that do particular research or work in certain areas. And they are all going to want to set up their own accounts because they will be ordering and paying for services from their own individual budgets.
Okay.
Right. So just to give you a background of how there's already a number of existing MIT users, and they're all set up as independent organizations, but they are all rolling up from an analytics perspective to a centralized MIT at the top of the tree. And that's just for analytics. It's not for billing or management of accounts or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. That's great to know, actually.
And departments pay using a credit card?
Yes, there's 8. We accept ACH, we accept checks, and we accept credit and purchase cards as well.
Great.
Okay, so once you've set up your particular user, you can basically afford them privileges, such as see invoices and pay invoices, manage the users, manage the organization, see analytics, and get other people's results, this sort of thing. So that's all configurable on a per account basis. And you can set them up with whatever privileges you see fit. And then once you have your account, you can add services to your account, such as audio description. And you just do that by going on the left-hand nav and hitting account features, and you can choose which features you want.
I have a question, Brent.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alfredo, by the way. I'm going to be working on the technical side of acquiring these files and applying them to the individual videos on each website. My question is, on the technical side, what is the format of the file that I am going to be receiving and working with, and how I apply those in your system into these videos?
The short answer is it depends. We have almost 100 different file formats. And some platforms require a certain format and some accept a wide variety of formats. So in our knowledge base, we have a very good catalog of what format you need for what particular setup. So for example, with our Panopto integration, as soon as you set up the integration, it automatically chooses the correct output for Panopto. You can choose as many outputs as you want at no additional charge. So you could choose an output for Panopto, YouTube, I don't know, Echo 360, and then just a simple VTT file for playout on a website.
On request, we will be, so far we have at least like the department I'm working with, so far we have a lot of the videos are being uploaded to YouTube. But if I happen to tell you, hey, this person is hosting on Vimeo, you're able to provide a file to that specific video.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
We let's put it this way. Probably the file that you want is one of our 100 already created, but if it's not, we'll create it for you. Okie dokie.
That's nice.
Okay, so submitting content. So this is kind of speaking to your point, Alfredo. we have a number of mechanisms to submit content to our system. The web interface is the simplest to get started, and it's great for one or two. We also have an AST-Link batch upload tool if you want to drag and drop 100 files to us. We also have a list of URLs feature where you can just give us a list of 20 YouTube links to go fetch and caption. And then we have integrations to third-party systems like Panopto, Echo 360, MediaSite, these kind of things. So I'll dive into each of these in a little more detail moving forward in my presentation. So this is how you would submit content on our website. Basically, you just select a new captioning submission in the left-hand nav. You choose your options for your transcription, whether you want audio description added on, and then you upload your media file. That's pretty much all there is. For live
whether it's
captioning,
URL, whether it's whatever type of file.
I beg your pardon?
Whether it's URL or whatever other type of file.
Yeah, let me just go back here. So in the left-hand nav, there's a new list of URLs for captioning, about 4 down from new captioning. And that's where you could submit a list of, a whole bunch of URLs.
Roger.
So for live captioning, we're using professional NCRA certified live captioners for CART. We also offer remote text interpreting, which is not verbatim, rather it's meaning for meaning accommodation. And we have a fallback option, which we just added, which is our edited machine CART, which is based on speech recognition, but you've got 2 folks fixing up the captions as we go along. So it's a lot better than just pure ASR. It's positioned as a fallback option. So if we can't find you a professional CART captioner, because I'll be very honest, demand right now is crazy, then we have a fallback option for you. All right, and then basically you would just select new live captioning request and fill in the information. You could set it as recurring. So if it's a class that happens every Tuesday and Thursday, that could be scheduled for every week until December, that kind of thing. And then I'll just give you a backgrounder here on audio description for those of you who might not be familiar with it. I'm sure Kathy will be an expert and be correcting me as I go along. But this is a service which is the corollary to what captioning is for hearing impaired, audio description is for the vision impaired. And so historically, this has been done by trying to jam the audio descriptive information, like the background of my screen has mountains in it, in between the pauses when someone speaks. This doesn't work so well if you've got a quick speaker like myself, or you've got complex material in the background, like a graph that can't be spoken in the 1 second pause I have while I'm thinking about my next thought. So we offer what's called extended audio description. And that actually pauses the video playback and then reads the full description of what's happening in the background and then resumes it. That makes it AAA compliant for WCAG too. And for our audio description, it must be requested in conjunction with our captions so that we can leverage that caption timing to know when to stop the video. And we play it out using our Caption Sync Smart Player, which is free for you to use and allows you to, it controls the play out of the video for people who want audio description and allows the video to play out at full speed for people who don't need it. And basically to request that, you just click add audio description when you're submitting your request for captioning. From a high level, there's basically 2 places to look for settings. There's global settings, which are found under settings in the left-hand nav. And then there's advanced settings on that caption submission place. And that's where you could choose such things as which output files do you want, how long do you want your caption lines, how do you want speaker IDs, that sort of thing. Integrations. So we have a lot of integrations. I put the ones that Kathy mentioned might be of interest to you folks at the top. We have a YouTube list of playlist integration, whereby from within YouTube, you basically just say, caption this with Caption Sync. It sends us the link to go fetch the video. We go fetch it. We have it transcribed by our professional stenographers. We generate the closed captions and push it back to YouTube, and you don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to log into our system. It's that simple. Panopto integration is also very platform centric, meaning you don't have to come to our website. You can do it all from Panopto. Once you've got it set up, you just request it from Panopto. We send back the results. You don't have to come here to our website. And then we have a whole boatload of other integrations, which may be of interest to you folks today or somewhere down the line. Is there any that jump out at people that need an explanation? Alrighty then. We also have some LMS integrations as well to Dropbox, Canvas, Box. And we have Blackboard, Collaborate, and Zoom. So I'm just going to quickly talk about the Smart Player. This is available to any submission you make. It's basically a playthrough player, so you need to host the content, but it works with things like Vimeo and YouTube very nicely. So this is a great solution for captioning YouTube for videos you don't own. So I don't know, in the unlikely event that a faculty member presents a YouTube video that he found the night before in class, this is a perfect way to be able to caption that, because he's not likely to get permission from the content owner to get it captioned in a timely fashion. And this player also supports the audio description. Reporting, you can query till your heart's content over all submissions you ever made to our system. We keep the results, the caption files, for 5 years. So if you've misplaced your caption file, we still have it. And we also have analytics and this visibility to see other people's results. So if you've got 2 cohorts using separate logins, you can enable them to see your caption results and grab your caption files if they need. All right, training. We've got a world-class support center, which has got hundreds of articles. Our support is very responsive. You will find turnaround times measured in minutes or hours, not days. And we're all focused on making sure you get the captions and audio description and live captioning you need. So that was my high level how you caption with automatic sync technologies. I've got links to all the content here. Do folks have particular questions?
Hi, Brent. Yeah.
Just go.
Okay. One question I have for you, since MIT has like a lot of, we have like a lot of departments, labs, and centers. I was just wondering, as far as users from the accounting standpoint, like how many persons would be able to use one account, whether it's 10, because within our group, sometimes like a department could be 10, or sometimes it could be 100 persons in the department. So I'm just wondering how many users could be on one account.
There is no limit to how many users can be on a particular billing entity. It's really up to you. I mean, at a certain level, you might want to either chunk them into sub-departments, and we have an ability to have a department associated with each user. Or you might want to split them off into separate billing entities, or the California State University system, we have hundreds of users under the same campus. So there's no limit to how many you can have.
Okay, thank you.
Alfredo, did you have a question?
Yes, I was going to ask for these slides so I can go to these references because I'm going to be doing the technical aspect of this. And
Absolutely. We'll get you those as soon as this recording is done.
boom.
I can send them around, Alfredo, to everyone on the list so that you'll get them.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Brent, I had a question about, you mentioned, I think it was RTI. Is that like a more compressed version of word-for-word captioning?
That's, boy, what's the, there's a brand name for RTI, but it's meaning for meaning. It's not word for word.
Okay.
So it can be appropriate in the classroom. It's not really appropriate, you know, if you've got the president of the university giving a speech and you know you really want to be delivering exactly what he said, not meaning for meaning. But if you're trying to describe, I don't know, some biology and you know, you're in the lab, and I think using meaning for meaning could get the context across. And we find that some students are okay with RTI as an accommodation.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any other questions from anyone? Well, it looks like there's a lot of very useful links here in the slides so we can get set up. Those of us who need to get set up as customers, and you know, it sounds really nice that you can do it all. MIT has Panopto and Canvas, so I would assume that it would be nice for any departments that are making heavy use of that. If you needed to caption any videos, that you could do it within those systems, which is pretty great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Panopto is pretty easy. Once you know, it takes a little bit to set it up, but once you've got it set up, you can basically make it a recurring so that this entire course gets captioned. It's quite nice.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you both so much. That was really helpful information. And if you could send along the slides, we're going to post this recording after we get it back, and once the captions are all set, and then I'll let people know when that is as well.
Wonderful. Thank you. Kathy and team, I'm here to help any way possible. So if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm going to put my information in the chat. Same place that I've put kind of where you can go to create your own account, and the link for our wonderful help desk. But you can always reach me at this email address.
Yeah, I'll put it in the slides as well.
Great.
Thank you. And
Okay.
then my cell number will be here too, if anybody needs it.
No, that's really helpful, Leslie. So when I send the slides around, yeah, if Brent, if you put Leslie's info in the slides, I'll also include it in the email that has the slides attached.
Perfect. And then I can walk anyone through how to set up, their account, if they have questions about billing, reporting, anything that you need. Okay. So if
Great.
I can't answer it, Brent can. So
Okay,
the tag team duo here.
sounds good. Thank you both so much. It's been very helpful, and we appreciate your time.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for allowing us to present to you guys.
It was great. Thank you, man.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Have a great day. Thanks, you guys.
Thank
Good,
you.
everybody.